In what ways did I include my loved ones in my journey to recovery? This one kind of is kind of emotional for me because my addiction goes way back to when I was a teenager. Um, Using cocaine and ended up getting me into a lot of trouble. Um, Stealing from my family, pawning jewelry, and uh, I went to prison in 1991. And prior to that, my family wasn't talking to me because of all the destruction I caused. Because in the cycle of addiction, you're not just affecting yourself, you're affecting everybody around you, everybody that cares about you. And so I went to prison pretty much by myself. My wife would be the one to come visit me. When I got out in 2001, um, they were doing well. And then in 2003, I relapsed pretty bad, this time with heroin, which I never did until I went to prison. And, so that was just getting close with my family again. And then it was like everybody just backed up. And you know, wasn't invited to certain places. When I was invited, if I had to use a bathroom, they would watch me, thinking I was going to steal something. And it wasn't a good feeling. It made me uncomfortable. It made me stop going to some of the family functions. Um, and as I started getting sober and taking my sobriety serious this time, I sat down with pretty much each family member because they didn't know how bad it was and everything I was doing. But I laid it all out on the table for them, and they know that I've been struggling with this since I was a teenager. And by me opening up to them and trying to make amends or making amends with them, it brought them alongside me, and it put me in a much better place emotionally when I was invited to a family event now. You know, uh, and the longer I was sober, and they would see me doing good things out in the community or feeding the homeless, doing positive things when before I was just doing negative things. It just drew us all closer, and they understood a little more about the cycle of addiction. I mean, there are people in my family that are still addicts and alcoholics, and they refuse to admit it and or get help. And in my case, I'm glad that I got help. I'm glad that I was able to bring my family back around me and circle around me and support me. They constantly check in. They constantly check in with my wife to see how I'm doing. Because look, I'm an addict. I'm a manipulator. So sometimes they might not think I'm telling the whole truth. But my loved ones now are they rally behind me like never in my life, and that just it just makes me want to keep doing better and better. It doesn't put me in a dark place where I might get the urge to get high. And that is how my loved ones have come beside me and helped me during my recovery.